Hi everyone, this is Nataraj. I'm back with another video. In this video, I'm going to talk about that deploying an HTTPS load balancer with a certificate manager on GCP using Terraform. I'm excited to share that my latest video is the continuations of my previous work where I created the GCP certificate manager and I provided the detailed step-by-step guide. In this new video, I will be explain that integration with the load balancer and the certificate manager. Please stay tuned for that valuable insight and detailedly walk through that. It can help you to enhance your understanding of GCP certificate manager. Certificate Manager. In the GCP Certificate Manager is a service that help you manage the SSL and TLS certificate for your application running behind that Google Cloud Load Balancer. Imagine that you have the website. You want to make sure about it be secured so that no one can be eavesdrop on the information being exchanging between that your website and visitor. Using the SSL certificate, which are likely that digital passport that can ensure that your data will be stay private and secured. Using the certificate manager, you can store and managing and deploy the SSL certificate for your secure your traffics. This service works well with the load balancing, allow you to easily to configure that HTTPS for your application. Next one is that key benefit for your using the certificate manager with the load balancer. Centralized management. All the certificate are managed in the single place. Next one is that simplified the SSL and TLS configurations. So you no need to be manually to configure the SSL certificate across the individual VMs or service. Next one is that automatic renewal. The Google Managed Certificate is handling that automated renewal and reducing the manual works. Next one is the security. The SSL certificate provide the encryptions and ensure that the sensitive data can be transferred over the network remain protected. Next one is the integration. It can easy to integration with the load balancing and improve the scalability and the reliability of the applications. Key point, by combining the load balancer with the certificate manager, you can effectively to manage the SSL certificate, ensure the key communications and focusing more on building your application instead of managing the SSL certificates. Pricing structure of the certificate manager. I want to share the pricing structure of that certificate manager that I recently came across. It has the tiered pricing model based on the number of certificate managers. For example, 0 to 100 certificate it's for the free and more than 100 it be chargeable basis. If you want to more details about the pricing details, please check it out from official pricing page. I'm moving to the Visual Studio Code. I'm at the Visual Studio Code. The entire source code is available in my repository. You can clone from any time. So I'll be walk through that entire code one by one. The first one is that lb.tf file. The first resource is the Google Compute Global Address resource. This block I am creating the global IP address for my load balancer. Next resource is that Google DNS record set. This block I am creating the DNS record set for my load balancer. Next resource is the Google Compute Global Forwarding rule. This block I am creating the global forwarding rule for my HTTPS traffics. Next one is the data block. This data block I am fetching an existing certificate map for my Google Certificate Manager. Next resource is that Google Compute Target HTTP proxy. This block I am creating the HTTPS proxy for my load balancer. The main attribute of the resource is certificate map. You have to be provide the full resource path and refer the fetched certificate map. So next resource is the Google Compute Global Forwarding rule. This block I am creating the global forwarding rule for my HTTP traffic. The next resource is the Google Compute Target HTTP proxy. This block I am creating that HTTP proxy for my load balancer. The next resource is the Google Compute URL map. This block I am creating the URL map for my load balancer. The main attribute is the default service. you have to be refer the backend bucket. Next resource is the Google Compute URL map. This block I am creating the URL map for HTTPS to HTTPS redirection. Next resource is the Google Compute backend bucket. In this block I am creating the backend bucket for my load balancer. The next resource is the random string. This block I am generating the random string. The next resource is the Google storage block. In this block I am creating the storage block. Let us explain the step by step attribute. The first one is the naming. The name of the storage bucket I am using and generated the random string. Next one is the location. I defined the US. Forced underscore destroyed. I forcefully to destroy the bucket whether any data. Next one is that uniform bucket level. So I am providing that access to that all the object equally. Website configuration, the main page suffix, so it can refer with my loading page whenever whole are accessing my application. So next one is the not found page. If any error is occurred during that accessing, it can rerouting to that 4.0 HTML page. Next one is the labeling for my bucket. Next one is the CRS configuration. It is allowed to respond my headers. Next one is the lifecycle rule. I am only keeping the true versioning and older than automatically deleted. Next resource is the Google storage bucket object. This block I am creating the storage bucket object and I am uploading the index.html file. So next resource is the Google storage bucket IAM member. This block I am creating the IAM member for my storage bucket to grant all the user for the storage object viewers. The next file is that provider.tf file. So this file allow the setup to the Terraform to authenticating with the GCP and managing the resource. The next file is the variable.tf file. So these variables can referred throughout the Terraform configuration and make the easy to change the value in that one place. So next file is the data.tf file. This block I am defining the data resource to fetch an existing DNS managed zone for my cloud DNS. The next file is that index.html file. So this is a basic HTML structure and providing the simple web page. So now I am moving to the terminal to executing the Terraform command. I am going to click the three dot, click the new terminal. Just I am elaborate the screen here. I am going to type with the Terraform init command to download all the plugins. So the plugin is initialized. Now I am going to executing the Terraform plan command to validate my syntax. Yeah, it's look good. So the 13 resource going to add 0 changes and 0 destroyed. I'm going to executing with the Terraform apply command now. Yeah, it asking the user input is yes. So now the resource creation is going on. The Terraform operation successfully completed. I'm moving back to the GCP console. So right now at my GCP console with the proper projects, you can see here my load balancer is created with HTTPS. Also the backend also is associated with the bucket. Yeah, the front end, the tab, you can see I think is a certificates maps is properly is associated here along with this IP address and port. Now I'm going to that cloud DNS. So the host name, the A record is associated along with my public IP address. Now I'm navigating with the new tab, assessing my application. Yes, now I'm able to assess my application. So this is one of the HTML page whichever we seen earlier. So that's it. I hope this video will be useful to everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye.